Hey y'all, Heather here, bringing you February 2018 safety. Hope your 2018 is off to a good start. Mine is. Hope everybody is doing well. First, I want to talk a little bit about 2017 and recap where we ended up for the year. Let me go ahead and share my screen. Okay, so for 2017, we had four recordable incidents. We had three sprains, a sprained finger, wrist, and abdomen. And then we had one smashed finger. That gave us the total of four. The first one I want to point out is the total recordable case rate, TRR, or sometimes they say TRIR. Our number is 5.04. The industry average is 3.5. That's based on the total four incidents that we had. And that number is derived from our four incidents, and then they calculate that based on our hours worked. Next, we have our lost workday case rate. These are any incidents that result in the person being out of work for whatever reason. It could be one day. If 2017, we had one, so our rate is 1.26. Industry average is 1.1. Again, we're high. The last number here on the statistics page is DART. That would be days away, restricted, or transferred. So that includes our one incident day away from work. And it also includes the three that had restrictions. And restrictions just mean that you're not able to perform your normal job duties. So it could be that you can only sit for 2 hours versus your normal 8 hours, or you can only you can only lift 5 pounds versus your normal 50 pounds. The good news is our 3-year rate looks pretty good. And we do have some customers that look at the 3-year average. 2014 was a bad year, so that dropped off. So in the event that they're looking at our 3-year average, we're not so bad. And the last number there is the EMR rate. That strictly relates to workers' comp claims. So it may be that we have incidents that don't necessarily turn into a workers' comp claim. Our number now is 1.13, so it's down a little bit from last year, which is good. Our goal there is to be a 1 or under. The other thing to note about the EMR is that that number sticks with us for 3 years. So for example, this 2017 number, it includes injuries from 2014, 2015, and 2016. Next year, it will include injuries from 15, 16, and 17. Our goal for 2018, and our goal always, is to have 0 incidents for many reasons. The numbers do matter. Our customers look at the numbers. We need our customers for Carlton Scale to stay in business. But first and foremost, as we always say, what's most important is that you are safe and sound and that you are living an incident, injury-free life with your friends and family, and that you're coming to work and going home the same way that you always have been. Next, I want to talk about those things that help us to reach that goal of 0 incidents and what's going to keep everybody safe and sound in 2018. That's going to be our Take 2 Identify 3, our near miss hazard submissions, and our Hazard ID app, and that will be our Monday morning briefs. The first one I want to talk about is Take 2 Identify 3, which prevents all. That is something that you're going to do at each and every job. First, you're going to take 2. You're going to make sure that the area around you, under, above you is safe. Is there any issues with noise, odor, air? Is your mind right? Do you have the proper PPE to protect your body? What is the level of hazard here? Is this a safe place, or is this a really not safe place? Then you're going to identify those hazards. What are the 3 things that you know are going to cause you harm? A hazard is a potential source of harm. And then finally, prevent all. Now that you know these hazards, now that you've identified the hazards, what are you going to do so that you don't get hurt now that you know what those things are? Those 3 lines on your work order are there for you, so that will help you. That serves as a reminder so that you know, oh, I need to take 2, identify 3. What are the 3 things that I see here that I need to pay attention to? Is there something that I need to do differently? Do I need to go get some additional PPE? Do I need to go talk to the manager at a customer location? Do I need better equipment? Whatever the situation is, those three things, those three lines on the work order are for you. The next part of that is using the Hazard ID app and submitting those near misses. It was interesting. We got about 35% participation in 2017. The requirements is at a minimum 1 near miss per branch per month. We know that an unsafe condition is going to turn into an accident. Statistics show us that for every 10,000 unsafe acts, there will be a fatality. So catch those unsafe conditions, those unsafe acts, and those near misses. Shoot that over to me on the app. Let's increase our participation for 2018 and see what we can learn and prevent. Next, we're going to talk about the dreaded Monday morning briefs. This is going to be changed up a little bit. We're going to change the focus in 2018. This is a time that's set aside every Monday morning to help start the week off and be safety focused. It's a time for you to discuss challenges and things that you saw in the prior week and discuss things that may come up in the week, in that current week. It's time for you to share. It's time for you to learn from one another. It's time to start conversations about things that have not been discussed before. It's time to collaborate, and it's time to brainstorm. Discover what you know, discover what you don't know, discover what we know as a company, as a branch, and what we don't know as a company, as a branch. If we share that information, we're going to get stronger and we're going to be better at preventing these things from happening. We're already gathering that information with our near miss app. Now let's take all this information and share it and actually use that to prevent something bad from occurring at Carlton scale. A Monday brief is not copying and pasting anything from the internet. I know we may have done some of that in the past to kind of jumpstart our brains and to get us talking. For us to be way better, let's share that knowledge, and I challenge you to do that at your next Monday brief. Commitment to safety. It's a new year. It's time to recommit to safety. Think a minute about some things that you may have done in 2017. Are there things that maybe you should not have done? Did you overlook a hazard just to get a job done? Have you always done it that way? Why would you not report something when you know you should have reported it? To recommit, think about what you're going to do differently this year and why you're going to do it differently. Think about it, write it down, and commit to it. Thanks so much. See you in March. Way safety first.